Hello guys, welcome to the stream. ਅਸੀਂ ਆਸ਼ਕੀ ਨਵੇਂ ਸ਼ਿਕਾਰੀਆਂ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਹਿਬਲ, ਕੀ ਹਾਲ ਚਾਲ ਆ? लाइक कर दो भाई जो भी देख रहा है। एवरीवन लाइक द स्ट्रीम।
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
अबे
Well, I
नहीं
think the
यार,
fact that this guy, Saliba, starting, I think that
सुआरेज़
indicates,
इतना
Peter,
बढ़िया
you're
कैरी
looking to
किया
play
था।
out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct.
Luis Suarez!
नाइस नाइस
Superb
सुआरेज़ नाइस।
goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
अबे क्राइफ
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Threads one in. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
नाइस
Van
वेंट
Dijk
बैक
spots it and intercepts.
नाइस
And
बुलेट
he's quick to snatch it back.
अबे नहीं 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 गलती हो
He'll be
गई
disappointed with that. He's beaten
गलती
the
हो गई
last
गलती हो गई
man.
गलती हो गई गलती हो गई
Well, he certainly
Nice
wasn't in
now.
the mood to take any risks.
Now that looks a
चल
decent
चल
ball.
चल 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 ग्रिजमैन
And that's been won straight back. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's in! Belgium are back in business. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Cruyff. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Griezmann. Koundé. Pirlo. Scholes is always looking to break lines. Now it's Cruyff. Tries to pass it through.
अबे
Make
ग्रिजमैन
sure
यार
that's not getting through. Rijkaard. Pull it. Good purposeful running this. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He
Can we
knew what he
score
was
from
doing,
here?
as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this...
Hello!
अबे यार
Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
सुपर सब डालने
Well, the
पड़ेंगे
glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are back underway. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Scholes looking to pass their way up the pitch. Mbappe. Diouf. Dani Olmo. Van Dijk. Pirlo. It's a searching pass. Now it's Dani Olmo. This is a promising build-up. Pirlo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's got away. Takes a shot!
नाइस
It
नाइस
is a fantastic goal. He's got himself
Bale,
an
Bale, Bale.
absolute peach. And they get themselves in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
Goes for the header!
अबे गुलेट.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Vieira. Lam gets across to intercept that. Vieira. Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. And he shoots! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Mbappe can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Luis Suarez.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Into the last 5 minutes. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Lam delivers. He's rising! It's loose. That's another chance! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities.
Okay.
Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Tries
अबे
to
नहीं.
dink it through. He's having a shot!
अबे यार.
And there's a goal!
What the fuck
They
man.
have stolen level at the last! Whoever is in his...
क्या यार.
And that will be the final act. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure.
जी के नहीं लेके आना चाहिए था यार अगे. एंकरिंग है बस, you know, वीरा, nothing else. पता नहीं क्या है मैं एम्बाप्पे.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
It's netted! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's picked it up out wide, plays it across. That's a decent clearance. He won't be happy with that one. Messi. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Messi. Well, that has not gone well. Pato gets on his bike and on the move.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is good strength. And a chance!
अबे क्या है यार
And that's in! They
नमार
have
तो नहीं
done
खोम
it!
दी भी
They
बोले ना वो
have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit...
And the shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Can he get on the end of this? Good take, and is he in? Shot a goal! And he hits the net! And again they hit the front! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Messi. 30 minutes gone.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Griezmann. Griezmann unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. The muscular approach does pay off here. Neymar. And it's been played through. Oh, that's neat. Lam is one of those players who's known
yeah,
for
pass.
reading the game better than anyone. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Pato gets flagged offside. Cruyff charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's shifting through the gears here. Great chance! That's another chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pirlo!
अबे पिरलो
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And here's Cruyff. And the referee says that is that for the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the... Can he finish? Not a bad try by any means.
Well, that face says it all. I think I'd feel the same way, not that I was ever an expert at finishing or anything like that.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And he thumps it clear. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Pato did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Neymar. He has a shoots!
नाइस
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
क्रॉस पैमिंग कर रहा है भाई बॉयज क्यों नहीं करता बॉयज ही कर रहा हूँ भाई मैं
Milan have their second corner now. Towering header.
बच चुके एड्रियानो ने बाहर मार दी
Header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Roberto Carlos. Lovely bit of skill. Out for a throw.
3 बुलेट हेडर लगाई हैं इसने आगे
And it's Hullet. Kaká receives it in a wide position.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Referee's given a throw. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's
अबे
signaling
यार
to the opposition
इस पे
that
डबल टच नहीं
they're
है मैं
setting
भूल गया
themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Hullet. Great vision. Kaká. And he's managed to get free. Ball in towards the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
अबे यार स्टनिंग नहीं
Well,
मार,
he got rid because he was
काका को
under
मार
pressure.
करना पड़ेगा. काका को मार करो. अब दूसरी तरफ से कर रहा है वो. दूसरी तरफ से भी हम कर देते हैं. मैन मार्किंग LMF. बंदा पूरी ट्राई कर रहा है क्रॉस करने की.
And it's Guti.
अबे डबल टच हो जाता ना.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lam kept his eye on it, and he's there. Vieira. Now, can they get him away? No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Is there any support? He might not need it.
अबे फिर से बच गया.
That's a good ball out wide.
बेटे
This
मैन
usually is
मार्किंग
the
की हुई है
time
हमने.
teams go into conservation mode.
Ibrahimovic. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that is that. Well, that was close.
This is power
Both
of man
sides
marking.
playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. The end of the game. Reflections?
पिछला मैच यार बिना मतलब के ड्रा हो गया. न्यू रोनाल्डिनियो.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to focus on the main task, which is defending, and that he loves.
Cruyff. Chance! It's loose, and the keeper
Abey.
couldn't hold it.
Buffon.
He doesn't look too happy with that. And we have our very first corner.
हमारा बफन क्यों नहीं ऐसे परफॉर्म करता?
Referee's given a throw. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's been shifted off it. No goals as yet. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's seen that early.
अबे
Used a
नहीं.
certain sixth sense. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Not the
अब
most
क्या
accurate
यार
pass.
क्या पास दे रहा हूँ मैं?
Takes on his marker.
Nice.
Cruyff. Looking for the run. Griezmann.
डबल टच नहीं हुआ.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. O'Reilly. Now Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Vieira. Chance here to counter. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho makes a dash for it, and he's had it nicked away. Luis Suarez. Now it's Cruyff. Looking to play him in.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
पास चला जाता ना.
Lampard stood up well to him there. And here's Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. He's going for goal!
Yes.
Oh, glorious!
What a
That
slow
is a
screamer
special one!
by Cruyff.
That is a gem! An absolute gem! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Chiellini wins the duel this time. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the referee says that that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Just the keeper in his way. And the finish!
अबे यार.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. No way through there. Now it's Cruyff. Luis Suarez. And a chance!
Nice assist.
Well taken goal.
Nedved.
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Now it's Nedved. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Griezmann running with intent. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Zambrotta. Zambrotta. Played in by Zambrotta. And that has been cleared. Luis Suarez looking understandably energised after his goal. And here's the chance to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vieira. Griezmann. And here's Azar. Oh, that was vital. Pirlo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lam. That is good strength. No, that's too long.
1800 कौन रोनाल्डीनियो का मिल गया भाई अरे बाप रे नाइस ब्रो नाइस
Are certainly playing with an intense focus.
You got the
in
best
executing their
players.
plan
Played
here.
through for him. Now it's Luis Suarez. He shot a goal!
अबे
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big
Shafi
threat
gamer.
at the moment.
GG
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Chiellini. And it's Lampard. And there's green grass ahead of him.
अबे नहीं
There will be a throw-in.
wait for Rio Ferdinand
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And it's Luis Suarez. Oh, well measured. And the shot!
बिल्डअप कार्ड तो मुझे भी चाहिए कि
Euphoria,
यार
utopia,
अभी ये मैं
and they
वैंडेक
are
से ही काम चला रहा हूँ
cavorting.
शो टाइम वैंडेक जो सबसे
It's
पहला
all
कार्ड आया था
becoming so easy. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to
रफल
the
बनाने पे
front-footed
मैंने
pressing
ट्राई
too.
मारी थी आई
Made
301
things
थी
quite
मेरे पास
uncomfortable for them.
मिला नहीं कोई
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Neatly clipped into space, and he's managed to get Luis Suarez! It is close,
मेरे दोनों
but that
स्टोरेज
is
यूज
the
करना
last of
भाई
it.
बिल्डअप
Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific.
क्योंकि मेरे
The
पास
other
ना
quite the opposite in all of those
डिफेंसिव
areas.
फुल बैक भी
The
देखो
result, a
तुम्हें कार्ड
very
दिखाता हूँ मेरे
accurate
को अपने
reflection of what we saw.
मेरे
Luis
पास
Suarez.
कौन से प्लेयर हैं अभी डिस्ट्रॉयर देखो मेरे पास पेपे सबसे बेस्ट नेस्टा ठीक है एक ये बंदा भी पड़ा है 3 डिस्ट्रॉयर कार्ड है मेरे पास ऑफेंसिव देखो फिलिप लाम ये बंदा जमरोटा उसके बाद ये काला फ्यूरी उसके बाद ये ओडो जनेती ठीक है ये बढ़िया कार्ड है मतलब सारे ये डिफेंसिव फुल बैक मालदीनी बेस्ट कार्ड ये देखो थुरम और एक यहाँ बाहर बैठा होगा अभी ये देखो बरगोमी बस बिल्डअप में ये है मेरे पास एक बंदा और कोई नहीं है वैंडेक इसके अलावा मेरे पास कोई बिल्डअप कार्ड नहीं होगा बाहर भी देखो तुम दिखाता हूँ मैं प्ले स्टाइल बिल्डअप ये देखो ये फ्री वाला ये था, अभी ये एक रिसेंटली ये मिला है बंदा, इसको भी यूज़ करके देखूंगा मैं, बाकी है ही नहीं। ऐसा इसलिए कोई बिल्डअप कार्ड चाहिए अभी मुझे। पेपे मेरे पे भाई और शैडो हंट का नावारो है, मालदीनी मेरे पे रोबोटो कॉलस काफू भी है। सही है, अभी बिल्डअप कार्ड चाहिए बस, बाकी तो अपनी टीम सेट है। रियो मिल जाए, यस्ताम, फर्डिनेंड, अपना दूसरा विरान, कोई भी मिल जाए, एक बिल्डअप कार्ड चाहिए बस। हाँ, हाइट बिल्डअप, सेंटर बैक पे जाना, क्रॉस पे मर को। मुझे हाइट का भी कोई ज़्यादा मैटर नहीं करता मैं, क्योंकि क्रॉस पे मर को ना मैं क्रॉस मारने ही नहीं देता। मेरी स्ट्रेटजी हमेशा ये रहती है, अगर कोई क्रॉस मारने आ रहा है ना कॉलर लेके, कॉलर को मार्क नहीं मैं करूँगा, उसके क्रॉसर को मार्क करूँगा मैं, ताकि वो क्रॉस ही नहीं दे पाए। और बाकी है ये बीच में पेपे भी बढ़िया है, हाइट बढ़िया है इसकी। दूसरा ये बेंडेक भी है, अगर कोई क्रॉस के लिए आ जाए तो। बस एक बिल्डअप प्ले स्टाइल वाला बंदा चाहिए बढ़िया सा, दैट्स इट। ये क्या फॉर्मेशन है? पीटर चेक है इसके पास, जेनिती को सेंटर बैक लगाया है। बिल्डअप कार्ड वैसे भी जितने गेम में हैं सब लंबे ही हैं, हाइट बढ़िया ही है
Oh,
बिल्डअप
what a
कार्ड
sight
की
this
सारे।
is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
कॉलर
Well,
मेरे
it
पे
looks
भी
like a
फ्री
big game,
में
sounds
मिला
like a
था
big
मुझे,
game.
कॉलर मेरे पास
Everyone
गया मैं, पर
involved
अभी
is absolutely
स्पैमिंग
up
वाला
for
काम ही
it.
नहीं होता, क्रॉस तो इन्होंने ख़त्म ही कर दिए अब।
And that gets things running.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders.
It's Luis Suarez!
क्रॉस तो क्रॉस
Goal!
मेटा तो ख़त्म ही
Well,
हो गया
once
अब।
more, it's
अभी
him,
आप देखना
and we
कभी
can't be surprised because
स्टनिंग
his
क्रॉस
instinct
करोगे
for
ना,
doing this is
स्टनिंग
incredible.
क्रॉस से क्रॉस
A
देखना कहाँ
truly
जाता है बंदे का।
wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So, a breakthrough already. Bale. Pepe produces the perfect tackle there. Cruyff. And they can counter here. Good driving run. Schlotterbeck. And that is a little undercooked. Looking to play him in. Lahm finding himself in space.
Well played and well cleared.
Now it's Cruyff. And the pass is intercepted. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's well spotted.
न्यू बफन बेकार है यार, अभी पता नहीं ये परफॉर्म क्यों नहीं कर रहा, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा इसका।
And this is Cruyff. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's there to retrieve it. Scholes. And no, that was never going to make it. Vieira. This is a promising build-up.
मेरे पास पीटर शमाइकल है सबसे पहला
Well, that was
डबल
well
बूस्टर कार्ड,
positioned and well
वो
pitched.
बहुत
They
अच्छा
can't
परफॉर्म
hurt with
करता
their
था
backs to goal.
मेरे लिए, मतलब।
Goes for a shot!
तो
And
मैंने
yes, it's there!
बहुत
They are
5,000 से
right
प्लस
back
मैच
in
खेले, वो अभी
business.
परफॉर्म नहीं कर पा रहा था, इसके
Well, they
लिए
were
मैं गया इस
starting
पे।
to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes
मगर
as no
ये तो
surprise. The fans here
क्या
are
ही
pretty
बताऊंगा।
fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable. Takes a shot!
ये देखो क्या कर रहा है।
Goal! Iran! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too.
क्योंकि मेरा
Made
शमाइकल
things
ना
quite
कभी ऐसे
uncomfortable for them.
गोल जाने ही नहीं देता, जैसे ये बफन गोल
Iran
खाता है।
have their lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking for options for movement. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And this is there's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
पीटर जाके बढ़ गया इससे।
Iran with the corner. They're first. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. That's a sharp pass. And he was quick to react. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances,
Pillow
it's
तो
all
ठीक
about
है।
how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Griezmann. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now, can they get him away? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Iran clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Thinks about the shot. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
विंग पे लगाना पड़ेगा कोई बंदा मुझे।
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vieira. Ambitious ball here. It's a goal kick. Now it's Ribery. Del Piero.
अबे डेल पियरो पास दे दे भाई।
McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, that is one way to stop him. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Vieira. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off.
He's rising! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here. Iran surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Onuachu! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
And here's Ribery. Dembele.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Zanetti. A picture of focus and alertness. Nedved venturing down the left.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Nedved. Tries one from range. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to clear it. Deftly away. And there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in...
32 minus. Wow.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real hand.
Tries a shot! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pass is just off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Out towards the flank. Driven in. Terrific effort! Goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Towering header! Suarez gets flagged offside. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's Griezmann!
अबे यार
Griezmann made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Pirlo. Lam. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Cruyff. Now it's Forlan. Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. And it's Lam. Lovely bit of skill. Zanetti does really well to win the ball there. Vieira calmly anticipates. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Nedved, he has found the way through. Luis Suarez! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Griezmann. And it's Lam. Pirlo is the team's great visionary. Well read, and the danger is averted. And for the first half, that is that. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. So straight into the second half. No, he's not going to get any further than that. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Griezmann. No way through there. Rummenigge. Schneider short changes him with that pass. And here's Cruyff. Closing in on goal. He's had a shot! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully... Fallen!
लाइक कर दो भाई सभी.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bullet! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Alarm, looking for options for movement. Nedved. Nedved! Beautiful from Nedved! A finish of true class! Just cruising! They are cruising! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
It's Griezmann! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played with speed from back to front. Not the most accurate pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. Alarm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Griezmann. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pirlo wins the duel this time.
अगला
Rijkaard.
मानने कोई नहीं.
And here's Hullet. Oh, this is a great position. Real chance! And yes, it's there! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Maldini. Van Dijk. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the shapes to shoot! And there's a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So could they be onto something here? Throw in. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Now it's Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Griezmann! And we're done. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running.
And Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good. Very good.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spank.
He's in one-on-one.
Luis Suarez!
That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Del Piero. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. So just a one. Oh, what a mistake! Always goal side.
And Del Piero!
taken goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Del Piero. Baggio charging forward, the ball at his feet. Thiago. Oh, there's a probing ball. Rijkaard. And it's Neymar.
Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
There's the shot! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
3-0 and things are starting to look... Can he finish?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Roberto Baggio. Vieira. Could move up a gear here. Has a look and place it forward. Picked out brilliantly. Decent chance! He lifts the roof!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Thiago really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Luis Suarez. Pirlo. Oh, easy pickings there. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Italy with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And this is Luis Suarez. Thiago. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pirlo. Maldini. And he's intervened well there. Eto'o. Now it's Neymar. Eto'o. Tries to play it through. Great ball and he... Oh, shooting chance! He's put it wide.
Well, I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. Pirlo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's run loose here. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's got a... Tries one from range! Lam. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia going face to face with his great rival. And it's Baggio. Kvaratskhelia. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Knocks it into space. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Griezmann. Lam. And here's Baggio. Baggio will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's been caught napping. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's well spotted. Lam. Rijkaard. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific.
स्किल्ला ही मारदा रहना स्किल्ला ना मारे कर भरावा सिंपल गेम खेड तो
Well, what a scene we have
Possession
here.
game.
There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the
Possession game
pitch
of
are
ball.
raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, decent
अबे यार.
It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's the keeper's ball. Messi. And that is not finding anyone.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rodri, Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there.
अबे यार.
Now that's well seen too. Maldini. Griezmann.
अबे पास क्यों मिस कर रहे
Rodri.
हो?
Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. And Serginho. Griezmann. And this is Cruyff. Almost half an hour in now. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's Luis Suarez! And
Nice,
he's
Suarez,
stuck
nice,
it
nice.
away! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded
One
for their
more, one more.
courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So they have it all to
अबे
do
यार.
again.
Well, this is to be
Suarez.
expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now this could be a chance! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how... Rummenigge! Oh, off the bar!
क्या
And it's
बफन
in.
कर रहा है भाई?
Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Totti duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bet. That's the end of the first 45. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So the action resumes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have...
Chance! He's got a goal! It is an explosive start to the second half.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Griezmann. Luis Suarez. Oh, they can break here. And he's picked out the run. Lovely ball and chance for a shot!
अबे यार
Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with
आराम
that.
से मारना था यार.
And we have our very first corner. Impressive job.
Yes.
And no
One
mistake.
more.
Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now that looks a decent ball. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Del Piero. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and he's had it nicked away. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nedved picks it up out wide, and instinct is rising!
Nice.
And that's a sharp finish! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Del Piero. Oh, perfectly measured that. Rodri. Mbappe. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that is headed for the middle. Lahm clears without hesitation. And it's Nakata.
Manchester really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he's quick. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And Del Piero!
अबे Del Piero.
And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
It'll be a throw-in. He won't be happy with that one.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's through here. Foul
Red
and a free
card.
kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous...
Bale! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Now it's Danny Olmo. A probing pass. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he thumps it clear. Kimmich. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he finish?
ओ बे
He's
बच
beaten
गए.
the keeper, but hit the post. And there goes their last chance.
No bro.
They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped.
Only Hindi,
A tough
Punjabi
win
and English.
earned through the power of...
पासवर्ड क्या रॉन्ग पासवर्ड डाल दिया. Because I forgot password. Okay, okay. Try with forget password.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Lionel Messi, one of the greatest, perhaps the greatest ever, European Player of the Year so many times. The first of those way back as a 22-year-old, Jim, in 2009.
Yeah.
Oh no, what has happened here? And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Mbappe. Good read, needed to be. Pirlo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lampard. Rummenigge. And he has been fouled there. Roberto Carlos is standing over this one. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Can he finish?
बच चुके.
Oh, it's hit the post. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. Baresi spots it and intercepts.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
They're back in possession and ready. Rummenigge! It's an inviting looking ball, that. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And he's intervened well there. Oh, he's burst through! Van Dijk deals with that comfortably.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Short changes him with that pass. Baresi.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Great vision. And the through ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, easy pickings there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Messi. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. And so the action is resumed.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really...
Takes a shot! And there's a goal! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Griezmann charging forward, the ball at his feet. It's Griezmann! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Griezmann is offering a wry smile there.
Movie review. Okay, bro. After this match.
And we have our very first corner. Header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pirlo. Looking to play him in. Oh, sweet feet. Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ribery. Ribery powering forward here. And it's Nedved.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nicely aimed pass. Pinches it off him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Del Piero! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And that's a tidy finish. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's all on... And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Bro, my device is iPhone 14 Pro Max. team, brother. Use this Messi on AMF. You start with this Messi with AMF. He has very good skill, and after that you can substitute the Danny Olmo. If good team, brother. Overall, your team is good. Okay, guys. Now, time to end the stream. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night. Take care.